Hello, it's Bryan here from thegreatgordino.com, taking another closer look at one of my quote images. And for this one, you might have to be a bit quiet to get the full value. Go placidly amid the noise and haste, and remember what value there may be in silence. Max Ehrmann, the Desiderata. Now, I took that picture very early morning, summer 2015, at a place called the Stones in Kent. And when I say early in the morning, it was very early in the morning. It was about 4 AM, something like that, if I remember correctly. Stillness all around. I wouldn't go so far as to say silent. I wouldn't go so far as to say the silence was deafening, because the animals were stirring. But even the animals were quiet in their noise, as if they were saying, shh, it's early. Now, very nice. There is a calmness. You can almost smell and take in the atmosphere. When you get a lovely sunrise to take pictures of as well, that's a bonus. But as for the words that I put over the top, go placidly amid the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. I love the Desiderata, which is a piece of writing written by Max Ehrmann in 1929. And when it comes to noise and haste, there's a lot of noise and haste, isn't there? A lot of noise and haste in the world, and it only ever seems to be increasing, getting more and more and more, never decreasing, never seems to be coming back and back and back. Now, don't get me wrong, noise and haste, hustle and bustle, they can be good things. They can really get things done and get things achieved. But it's not always good. Sometimes the noise and haste, the hustle and the bustle can be damaging. And if that's the case, we need to remember what peace there may be in silence. Now, if that's the case, and we appreciate the value of silence, it's not good enough to just appreciate the value of silence and hope that we get some, or wish that life will just allow us to have a bit of silence. We have to be proactive about it. So not only do you need to allow time for silence, you need to make time for silence. Now, one productivity tip, a huge productivity tip, is to put things in your calendar, because once things go in the calendar, they tend to happen because you then schedule other things around those blocks. And if things don't go in the calendar, they tend to just stay in the, oh, it'll happen sometime, it'll happen maybe, it'll happen if other things work category, which is not good enough when it comes to silence. I've written for many, many years that rest and relaxation are not luxuries, they're essentials. They're not things that are icing on top of the cake. They're fundamentals that we should schedule and make time for, and not apologise about it either. So when it comes to the noise and haste and other people's hustle and bustle, again, this is something that we can be proactive about. And instead of getting caught up with other people's problems, instead of signing up to other people's agendas, we can simply choose, and it is a choice, it's always a choice, we can simply choose not to engage with their noise, with their haste, with their hustle and bustle. Now, once we choose not to engage with their noise and haste, that frees up the space to allow us to make room and schedule our own peace and silence. It's not difficult, it's not easy. It's not difficult to choose to do it. It's not easy to implement it right from the word go, because we're in the habit of signing up to other people's problems and just getting involved and going along with the flow of other people's issues. So it's going to take some practice to ratchet down other people's noise. And the other thing is that other people might not like you disengaging with their issues. They might not like you deciding not to bother with their noise and haste. They might not be happy about you refusing their hustle and bustle. But if you're proactive about it, if you're consistent with it, if you're persistent with it, and that might mean you need to let other people know about it and let other people know why you're doing it, to reclaim your silence, to allow more space for rest and relaxation and the authentic, genuine you, then two things might happen. One is these other people might accept it and appreciate it, and they might even be jealous of you and start to ask you the hows and whys of what you're doing, in which case, great, you can explain it to them and bring them on board. The other thing that might happen is that they don't like it and that they continue to impose or try to impose their noise and haste on you, and in fact they might even turn it up to try and make it unavoidable for you to get involved. That may well happen. That's okay. That's part of the changes that happen in life when we make intentional decisions to implement changes in our lives. That kind of thing can happen, that other people don't like it. You can deal with that, and part of dealing with that could be that as you go down the road, you disengage not only from the other people's noise and haste, but from the other people themselves. And it could be that their noise and haste and them just fade back into the distance as you move forwards with your peace and quiet and valuable silence. Once you go further down this road and get used to doing it and have the peace and quiet scheduled in and up and running, you can then choose which noise and haste you will get involved in, which hustle and bustle you will take on board and go forwards with. But then that's your choice. So it's noise and haste, the good bits. Hustle and bustle, the good bits that have value to you, that serve you. Yes, have value to others and serve others as well, but have value and service to you first and foremost. So, the desiderata from Max Ehrmann. Go placidly amid the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. So, I hope you enjoyed that message. If you did enjoy the message, let me know. Leave a comment below wherever you happen to be seeing this video. Pop over and see me at the blog, thegreatgordino.com, where you can also grab my free 8-step goal achievement formula, which can most certainly help with you reclaiming your silence and disengaging yourself from other people's noise and haste. Pop over and see me at Facebook. Facebook.com/thegreatgordino is my own personal profile, and then there's my pages there, facebook.com/yourlifetransforming and facebook.com/thegreatgordino newsletter. So it's gordonbryan.com, enjoying the silence that I allow and make time for, and disengaging from other people's noise and haste if it doesn't serve me. Make sure that you're doing the same too, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon.